it's time to watch The Walking Dead. And Rick is gonna do something. And then they get a couple of cops, but they ain't up to no good. And Carl is trying to get the priest to choose a fancy knife. But the priest, he says, no thank you, ma'am. And he skedaddles out in the night. Walking Dead with STS.
Hi, Dexter.
Hello, Oxnard.
Hi, boss.
Hi.
Wait, what?
Hi, boss.
Oops. Hello, boss.
I'd like to start off this week with a comment. I know it's a breaking protocol.
Yes.
Whoa.
Amazing Larry says, regarding the episode Crossed, which is this week's episode, the writers have completely derailed the intense momentum the season started out with. I have no idea what the intentions of these people in the hospital are, and the woman cop character is too confusing to even care about. Just kill Carol, Beth, or Daryl, and get into the second half of the season already.
Yeah.
Can't really disagree with
them
that.
because when the last season ended, I was like, okay, so cool. The next season's going to be them trying to escape the cannibals. But then the first episode went by, I was like, oh, they already did that. Okay.
But then it was still good, because then it was like, okay, now but they're being, like, tracked by the cannibals.
That resolved itself pretty quickly.
Yeah, but that was 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Total.
Exactly.
But I will say, in the comic books, that episode, like, when they're in the church and the cannibals, like, are picking people off like that, in the comics got resolved very quickly, too. But then they've dragged this whole fucking thing out with Beth and now
I felt,
Carol in this hospital. This whole thing is so fucking drawn out.
Yeah, these last 3 episodes have dragged on a bit, and it's true. You kind of lose the momentum of, like, what's going on in this hospital. And rather, it's true, I don't know what these people in the hospital are really doing, what their end game is. I know that they have something going on that they're trying to protect, some kind of system of order, but is that just it?
Yeah. And also, the one cop is complaining to, Dawn, the main cop lady, the Nazi lady, right? Hitler youth lady?
Hitlerina?
Yes, we'll call her Hitlerina. And then...
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
And he's saying how... we're going to find the kid, Noah, whatever, that went missing, who's with Rick and the others now. And then he's saying how, that woman in exam room 2 or whatever, Carol he's referring to, she's not making any improvements, so we got to cut her off, I guess. It's a waste of resources. And then he's like, the woman, he hit her with the car.
Yeah.
And then brought her in. So he made her half dead. Then he brought her in, and now he's saying, just kill her. Why did he even bother trying to bring her in to begin with? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah,
why would you bring somebody in that's that injured then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get.
And I think they were trying to do that again with the, they were trying to do that ploy, Rick, Daryl, and them. The guy was, like, shooting off the gun to get the attention of the 2 officers.
Yeah, right, to get them, to draw them out, because they were going to try and capture the 2 officers to make the exchange for Beth and Carol.
Yeah, so that confused me too, because it was like, is this guy going to be willingly hit by a car for this plan? But no, they just kind of sideswipe him.
Well, I think, yeah. Well, they wanted to definitely capture him, I guess, completely intact?
I don't know. I'm like, it's so many little things I can nitpick where I'm pointing at.
Right, because if you're trying, because like with, basically in the Beth episode, it made it seem like, we kind of injure people or take injured people, heal them up and say, hey, now you owe us. You know what I mean? So then they're kind of like stuck there. So they grow stronger in numbers, and they have like workers, like almost like slaves, you know what I mean? Because they're stuck working, paying something back that they can never pay back.
What's it called?
Because they're always taking in the process.
They need the MacGuffin. Is that what it's called?
I don't know. Just made that up.
No, I think in like
I need a hootenanny now.
It's like these people, they need to establish like, we're protecting something. Just something simple as that. Like you remember Pulp Fiction? What's in the briefcase?
Yeah.
You don't even have to tell us exactly what it is, but make them believe we're doing all this because of this.
Yeah.
I have no idea why they're doing that. just that, okay, I guess these people are evil and we have to get our heroes in there to save the other heroes, who at this point, two of them I don't really care about, and Daryl, the one who could have been captured, the one that should have been captured, I think would have made it more interesting.
If Daryl was captured?
Yeah, because then I would care. It's like, yeah, we got to get Daryl back. Beth and Carol?
The only thing that you care about Carol is that Daryl cares about her so much.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I care about Carol, basically, at all. It's because she's important to Daryl, and so now Daryl's being driven... Daryl's being driven to go after her.
They could have done that better, I think.
Also, what I didn't understand was in the beginning of this episode, they're taking down, like, organ pipes and
pipes
things.
and the pews and stuff.
What the hell were they doing?
I think they were setting up, remember they put it outside in that dolly tracking...
Like a barricade?
Like, to protect the church?
Yeah, so, I think there's like a horde...
I don't know. It didn't seem like... It seemed pointless.
It was dumb, yeah.
It seemed pointless.
Maybe they just saw, Saving Private Ryan and the big beaches in Normandy, those crisscross things.
Oh, yeah.
The big jacks.
If anything,
maybe they thought, U-boats were going to try and,
land. Stay clear of those murder holes!
Bring up the Bangalores!
A lot of things. One of our commenters has commented about how stupid the survivors are, and yeah, I'm starting to agree with that. They do a lot of stupid stuff. Like last episode, they get into that truck that was falling off of the bridge.
Yeah.
Like obviously, this is not a good idea. And then the idiot, what's her face, Sasha?
Yo, yeah.
Sasha.
Yeah.
If I even think my hostage is trying to do something to trick me, I cut his finger off. Okay? Because I'd be like, oh, okay, wait, you want me to go check and kill your friend for you, and you'll stand behind me while I do that. Yeah. Cut your finger off.
And here's the other thing.
You don't try to fucking trick me, you little bitch.
Yeah, but even...
You get 9 more mistakes, asshole.
Right, exactly.
Just because the guy saw someone he knew be a zombie, what difference does it make if that zombie's...
No, because, that whole thing was... Basically, Tyreese, because she's wearing like Bob's shirt or something, and she rips it, and Tyreese again sees how upset she is because she got no closure.
She wished he was the one who had killed him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he's saying like, "Look, you didn't say goodbye. You could have done it, but you let me do it. Let me help you." You know what I mean?
Right. Okay,
and then the guy's name is Bob. That's a trigger right there. So then he starts. He's been manipulating from the get-go, and he tells the story, which is obviously bullshit, about like some guy he knew, Tyler, or whatever. I don't know, maybe it is actually true, but he just used it to his advantage there. And he's saying like, but it was so phony, like when you think back on it, because he's like, damn it.
Yeah.
Like out of unsolicited, he's just so she can hear it.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "What's the matter?"
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? What's the matter? Who cares if he's upset?
Yeah.
He's a fucking hostage.
Right.
So then anyway, he tells the whole story, and then she's like, "Let me help you." She repeats the exact words that Tyreese. Once again, Tyreese.
Are you blaming Tyreese?
I blame Tyreese.
Oh my! This is over.
I blame Tyreese. Your favorite character is dropping the fucking ball over and over again. I think he's dropping the ball and then eating it.
It's unbelievable. Oh, man.
Yeah, and then he, I don't know what she was thinking. She just totally trusted that hostage. He gets behind her, and then she's not paying attention at all, and then he just fucking ran for knocks her out.
Was he tied to the pipe? Or was
no, he just had his arms tied. That's the other thing.
Because she's supposed to be there.
Arms?
That was the one thing. They should have cut them and then wrapped their arms around the pole and then retied them.
Yeah.
And tied their legs and gag their mouth.
They did the same thing with Tyreese.
Blindfold them.
Yeah, gag them.
I mean, come on. Haven't you ever had a hostage before?
These people.
That was a
they
really
should have
scary
at least.
night, boss.
They did the same thing though. Tyreese did the same thing with Detroit Hat Guy when he was in the cabin. They had him. His hands were tied. That was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oxnard, do you remember that pizza guy came over? We didn't have money for a tip.
Yeah.
That was a long night.
It was warranted because we asked for pepperoni on half.
Right.
And then we got a full pepperoni
And
pizza.
he was 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys had me tied up for a long time. But then we became friends.
Right. See, we allowed you to speak, so I guess sometimes it works.
Yeah, see,
to our head.
Yeah.
See, they have a point.
See? You're like, all right, this guy's all right. Yeah.
I learned my lesson since then, though.
1/3 of this episode deals with Rick and these guys doing the plan. The other third is Beth in the hospital. She's basically the Hitler woman gives her the
Hitlerina?
gives her the drug cabinet key.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know if it's a ploy, what it is. The doctor says, oh, it's definitely not out of the goodness of her heart. She's trying to do something.
Yeah. It's, again, somebody from, like, Rick's group is being manipulated, possibly, by this other one. I don't know. It could go either way.
Because she works in the food area, she got 3 strawberries and somehow made a deal with this fat old guy.
Does she work in the food area?
I don't know.
That's the only thing I could think.
I don't think so. I think she just grabbed the strawberries because she's mopping floors. We see her when we first see her.
Somehow she got food for this fat guy.
That must be payment.
It was payment to the fat guy, to the Santa Claus guy.
Does the fakest sounding coughing fit I've ever heard.
Oh my god, it was amazing.
And probably crushed his strawberries.
Yeah, you see him like on his one hand, like behind his back, because I was like, then they're gonna be like, hey, all right, I'm glad you're feeling better. Where the fuck did you get those strawberries, asshole? Bang!
He must have been choking on these strawberries. Throw them out.
These are bad strawberries.
Or throw like, he's coughing. Too. Emergency tracheotomy. They're like, no, I feel better. Shut up. Slit.
She gets the hydrochlorocalipedic drip thing, whatever.
No, it was edamame, 5 milligrams.
Edamame,
5 milligrams.
Yeah, the consigliere.
Soybean oil.
Yeah.
Goes to Carol, puts it in the drip.
And she's like, I'm Beth. Me, Beth.
And the other third of the episode was literally, what's that guy's name? Abraham sitting, looking straight ahead.
Kneeling.
Feeling
it's his kneeling episode.
The easiest acting gig I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Like he was just counting the check.
Like, I'm really into this kneeling. Yeah. I'm owning this fucking kneeling. This scene is mine.
Abraham, I told you to sit Indian style. No. I got this kneeling thing going.
Well, look, I didn't want anyone distracting from Maggie walking around in skin-tight jeans.
Tight pants.
Oh, my goodness.
She,
Oh, Lord. That's my Tyler Perry impersonation.
And part of that other third of the episode is Glenn and those 2 other ladies going around and they
Rosita and Tara.
They find the yo-yo, which I thought she was going to begin utilizing.
Well, first of all, I really thought there was going to be something like of incredible use in that bag because she goes, guys. Yeah. You are not what's going to believe. You are not going to believe what's in this bag.
I thought she was going to find like a beating zombie heart, and that was going to be like the ultimate.
Then they don't even like clever. They're just walking back, and she's just yo-yoing.
Yeah,
it was like a sick joke.
It was for the viewers.
But then Abraham. So then Eugene. Maggie's taking care of Eugene, and they're like, "Oh, what does he need? Should we bring him back to church?" No, don't move him. Might make him worse.
New jaw.
He just needs to wake up. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, he needs a new section of skull reattached to the back of his head, and then basically all that happens there is like they're waiting, and then Maggie's walking around with tight pants. Abraham's just kneeling in the sun, getting a ginger like that cannot be in the sun like that.
No,
Take it from. I am a pale person. Okay,
translucent.
I would never just be kneeling out in the sun. I don't care how upset I am about what I just did. Forget it.
The shade and kneel.
That guy is burnt to a crisp. Oh my god!
In seconds.
And there's no aloe in this world anymore. Forget it. It's over. Skin cancer.
Yeah, she covers Eugene with the ladder and a blanket. I guess so he doesn't get burnt.
And then basically, they're stop feeling sorry for yourself. And then you hear,
Eugene.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I kicked your mic. But then basically Eugene wakes up, and that's that scene.
So what's the big takeaway from this? The big 3. We do this.
Wait. Oh, that's the last one.
Asians in shows we like are good at fishing.
Yes, Lost.
Because Jin in Lost and now Glenn in Walking Dead.
Sure, there's another example.
I like when he caught the fish and he's like, it worked! Like they came up with something. You could have just used your sock. I thought they could have used anything.
And they couldn't show
us
us
they came up with like, I can't believe we thought of this and it worked.
Yeah.
You just got like the liner of a windbreaker.
Yeah, the internetting of like a bathing suit.
I saw them do more impressive things when they were just spending one night in a library.
They could have shown the fish. That would have been some
celebratory
thing. Something to like, oh, look at that fish they caught.
Not in the budget, mate.
No fake fish budget.
Yeah.
Oh, that was some pretty gross stuff with the melted zombies, though.
Yeah, what happened there? Was it napalm or gas explosion?
My guess is that's from when the military bombed Atlanta, because you didn't see that part, Oxnard, because you came in like in the 3rd or 4th season.
The 4th season.
But,
I think they were just kneeling in the sun until they melted.
Yeah, but human skin
might have
doesn't
been
melt. You
No,
don't
but
melt,
it was
you burn.
It was
Well, they died and
no,
then
that
they
was
melt.
because what happens is like there's like a thing where you see before Rick meets up with his wife again. It's like a flashback for her, and you see like Carl and Rick's wife and this friend of Rick's, his old partner Shane, who is not in the show anymore, obviously. But and they're like trying to go to Atlanta. And it's just like bumper to bumper traffic. You can't get in there, and then you see
the guy in
like
the comic
helicopters and planes, and then everything exploding. So I think that was from that when they firebombed it.
Okay.
Yeah, Shane's it was his partner in the beginning.
And he was going to go hunting, and it's very suspicious.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So the big three things to take away, Dexter, because I think you liked it more than us.
Well, I liked it more than last week's episode. One of the big things is,
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
not by much.
I mean, no one
but
can argue with me there.
Yeah, you can't argue.
You can't argue with me on
There's
that
no
point.
argument that could possibly be made.
No, this is definitely better than last week's.
Yeah.
I defy anyone
try and argue.
to go against me.
It's going up on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
We dare you.
Everybody agrees with me on the internet.
Everyone agrees with everyone in the internet.
Rand Paul 2016. Anyway. One of the big things in this episode that I thought, that I noticed was that Rick is...
Bearded.
Oh, he's got a glorious beard.
He does.
I can only wish that my
And
beard
every time
would
he
grow
holds a
in like
gun,
Rick's.
for some reason, every gun he holds looks ginormous.
Right, well, that's because I was saying he's 4 feet tall and he's about 90 pounds.
Right, okay. that
Rick.
makes sense.
Andrew Lincoln, the actor who plays Rick.
That
But
was a Walter PPK, actually.
was it? With a silencer?
No,
That'd be amazing.
So simple.
He's just constantly making terrible James Bond jokes every
That'd
episode.
be
They're
great.
fed up.
They should introduce that character.
Oh, God, Rick.
Everything's a sexual innuendo.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound cool when you say it with a southern accent. My name's Bond. James Bond.
What in tarnation, Moneypenny? Dag nabbit.
Give me one of them there martinis.
Shaking. That's it.
What, do you need more clarity?
Give me a mint julep.
So anyway, one of the things that I thought was very important was that you see Rick's character.
In the show?
Yeah, in the show, not in real life. He's like making all these plans, and his plans are like, oh, we're going to go in here. You know, so-and-so is going to take out this person. Oh, how's he going to kill him? Well, he's going to slit the guy's throat.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you know, he's like, well,
Obviously.
we're going to go in, boom, 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 dead, dead, dead. This person is taken out.
Yeah.
You're going to take this person out. And
boppity
then
boom.
everyone else now is like, so he didn't used to be like that. Everyone else used to be like that. So now it's like like a 180. So then Tyreese and Daryl are saying like, no, we don't have to do with all this bloodshed. We can do like a hostage exchange kind of situation. So that kind of pans out. And then, so that's one thing I noticed. Also, the other thing I noticed is that it doesn't work out,
Right.
as we're about to see. And then it's the same thing with Tyrese's philosophy, where it's the non-violent way, and that doesn't work out either. We saw it didn't work out because the Detroit hat guy got away. Live another day to eat some bob leg, and now this whole situation, this thing got fucked up with the hostage situation. So I think like now it's Rick started off as no, you know, we can still be civilized and get through this, like, and try and be as you know, in a least violent way possible. But now he's switched on that philosophy, and he's right. It seems.
Okay.
That's something, I know that was a long way to get there, but
No, yeah, I agree with that. Oxnard, predictions.
Oh, I mean, they got to step it up for the next episode, the mid-season finale next week, and they got to wrap up this shit with the hospital. Give me a reason to care.
I think
Speed it. I thought this would have wrapped up already. They would have been in the hospital and taken over or something like that.
if they followed Rick's plan, they would have.
to play off of what
God damn you, Tyreese!
to go off of what Dexter said, I think maybe they're setting it up so you're supposed to think there's something going on with these hospital people, but what's gonna happen is Rick's gonna do something like drastic and kill some people and fuck something up and maybe get somebody else killed or something like that. I think he's gonna do something that he doesn't need to, like kill people
Unnecessarily kills,
yeah. And the other people are gonna be like, oh fuck.
Because we've seen it before. Rick has the potential to go absolutely
Yeah.
ape and
Yeah.
just... Like he did it with the one cannibal with the machete. He just kept whacking him with the machete.
And he bit a guy's neck.
Yeah. And he just went, and he just kept like Rick, when he gets like insane like that. He just keeps like attacking the one thing, so he's covered with blood,
And his
and then he
pentakill.
eye fucks the camera like that one picture. Oh man,
I wish they would kind of hint at a bigger.
I think that
idea.
Carol
I think
or
they've
Beth are gonna die.
I think they've been building up like Rick's gonna do something crazy again.
Something big needs to happen,
I
or
think
like
Rick needs to do something.
you find that
But
the
he
hospital
might get like exiled or something like that.
like you find that the hospital is somehow connected to some bigger, more evil thing that's going
the
on.
Hanzo Foundation.
Yeah, or maybe like part of some government. Like
DARPA.
I want to hear like conspiracy
DARPA.
kind
I
of
want
stuff.
Jesse
Yeah,
the Body
I want that
Ventura to
stuff
come
too,
down.
honestly.
I want them to discover like, holy
Yeah.
shit, like this was caused by this. Throw in like,
yeah,
I want them to
Could
find
it
a
have-
hatch.
could it have been aliens?
I want them to have a
It might-
secret,
it might have
secret
been.
tunnel that leads to England, that kind of thing. You know?
Yeah, like you,
Queen Victoria's still alive.
yeah, you
and-
know, like in Art Bell, those crazy conspiracy theories that we have massive underground cities.
underground.
That'd be
Well, that's-
awesome.
There is truth to that, though.
Yeah, like bunkers and stuff. Like, yeah,
But that's
throw
more in
a
your
bunker.
See, America. I don't know. Does
Wait,
Atlanta
where's
have
the truth to that?
Well, like in Europe, there's because what happens like Rome, for example, they build like on top of the
Paris,
ruins
too.
of the old city, Paris. So,
yeah.
like there was a show with I can't remember the guy's name. It was on History Channel.
think I know which
and
show you're
it's like
talking about.
underground cities,
Yeah.
and he just kind of explores like these.
I'm
And a
talking,
lot of
like-
it was like not secret, like Nazi. Like underground bunkers and shit like that.
I'm talking about they found a huge underground network, and they find that all like the governments retreated down there when this all started happening.
and like the spaceship from The Thing is down there.
And they have like light rails that are magnet powered technology, and it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
and the
stuff like
ship
that.
that Superman came to Earth on is down
They
there.
find a spaceship.
Yeah.
Anything, please. That's all I'm asking for. That needs to be this mid-season finale or the end of the.
I'm waiting.
Show.
See, well, yeah, I'm also waiting for them to introduce. I think one of the reasons is, and people, I'm not going to do any spoilers here, but people who read the comics that might listen to us, I think they might understand where I'm going with this. Where we had the governor and that whole
that was
saga, and then I think like they're trying to. This is almost like filler in between like the next major thing. But I
Okay.
feel like I think for the show they couldn't like jump right into that. Because, it might have been like... And that might have gotten tired. You know what I mean?
Well, this is spoilers if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, but like the introduction of Breaking Bad, where he's trying to find like the next person who can, sell the meth and stuff, and the Pollos.
Oh, yeah, after Tuco and stuff like that? Yeah, yeah.
Pollos Hermanos.
Gus.
And like you never expect this guy was this huge guy in charge of so many
Yes.
things, and his story built and built. I want something like that in the show where like this hospital is connected with something bigger, and then
I gotcha.
something, and it builds up.
Like an unassuming...
Yeah, like
thing, like
surprise
that
me,
guy
like-
is the mastermind.
And I understand it's
you know
the
what I mean?
apocalypse and like everything's chaos and stuff, but maybe throw in this one little thing that no, there's no chaos here. They know exactly what's going on.
Well, I think... See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, that kind of goes to what I'm saying with... I think
The next big
they
thing?
were gonna. Well, they're like in the comics. There is a character that I'm waiting to see if they go there, and I'm waiting for this character to be introduced. But I feel like they couldn't. They definitely couldn't do that too quickly after the governor kind of story arc. So I feel like because this stuff isn't in the comics, this hospital business with Beth. So I feel like they are going to get to this what I'm talking about, but this is like all like stopgap filler shit. You know what I mean?
That's what it feels
don't
like.
know.
It's a little
Because
disappointing.
they're dragging it the fuck out. Like we didn't need the episode with Carol and Daryl. That was totally unnecessary.
I responded to a comment from last week. I said what they should have done is combined the Beth, Daryl, Carol episode. Just made that one episode.
Absolutely.
Because but I can. It's
You're
just
absolutely right there.
Well, there
I
was
did
a
think
cool
it was
effect
awesome
here.
when Daryl ripped the zombie's head off and clobbered the guy that was killing him with
Yeah,
it.
through his eye sockets.
Oh man, that was awesome.
Zombies.
I mean, obviously, every episode looks fantastic. I mean, these are just
Nitpicky. We
yeah,
just
nitpicking and stuff.
we
You know
want
what
more.
I mean?
We're
like
just
the
fans
show.
who want more.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, it's not.
it's never
impressive.
enough. Okay, the other thing I wanted to say was I can't remember who when a week or two ago when we were reading the comments, and I'm sorry I can't remember who said it, but they were saying that Rick. I'd like to see Rick, the main character of the show. I completely agree with that, especially like after this. Rick has hardly been in this season again. He's the main character. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. We'll be right back after this little commercial break.
Tonight on the Uncovery Channel, American Hoppers, The Tittles face their toughest challenge yet.
Dad, did you get in the new pipes with a new client?
Oh, what do you think I am? Some kind of an idiot? I gotta be honest with you. I'm getting fed up with your attitude around here.
I don't care about the attitude. We need the pipes so we can make the exchange.
Well, I put the order in. I told your brother to put the order in and do it, and then you tell me. I gotta be honest with you.
Things are about to overflow.
I can't take this anymore, Dad.
You know, I gotta be honest with you. I don't care if you can take it anymore. You got one job to do. What did you just do? I gotta be honest with you. I'm gonna do this.
American Hopper.
I love my dad.
You know, I gotta be honest with you. My kid's a great kid. He just drives me up the fucking wall sometimes. I mean, I don't know. I just want to crack him with one of these toilets. You want some of this? I gotta be honest with you. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
Crazy guy, you know?
I feel like critics were too hard on the Daryl Carol episode. Just because it was very slow didn't make it a bad episode. Shows I've enjoyed, and some of which I like better than Walking Dead, have had slower episodes that received more praise. But then, again, Walking Dead is a bit of an impossible juggling act to do with being a mainstream hit. It's on AMC, known for artful dramas, but has brought in a mainstream audience which typically just want gore galore. I'm just kinda ready for Game of Thrones to come back.
That's a crazy guy, you know.
Gore galore.
I said that.
I think that's interesting. And one of the things that when we were talking before, when we were watching the episode, is how I think, you know, we wouldn't have cared that much about the Daryl Carol episode if this was like we were binge watching it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because, like, I've watched shows on Netflix. Like, I just started watching Hell on Wheels, which was an AMC show, and I watched the first season. I don't think I would have stuck with that show if I had to watch one episode a week. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it didn't really, like, it took a little while for me, anyway, to get going. But, like, because I was just binge watching it, there's 3 seasons on Netflix, I was just like, yeah, sure, just let the next one play. You know what I mean? I'll see where it's going. I think, like, I think that definitely has an effect, and I think even I made the argument that Breaking Bad, you know, I'm sure that there would have been a few episodes, I know Boss had one in particular, but I didn't really say to myself there was one episode that was like, oh my god, that was so boring, we didn't need that episode, because I just watched it, and then I watched like 4 episodes at a time, at least.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's hard.
So
I can't even
that
tell
changes
you.
everything.
Like, if I was going to talk about Breaking Bad, I just talk about parts I like. I can't say what episode it is. It's true, because one would start, the next one... one would end, the next one would just start, and I just kept going and going.
So I'm much more critical of shows that I'm not binge-watching, basically. It's a weird thing.
Yeah. Like what he said, it is based off a comic book. Not to say comic books can't be these deep, enthralling dramas that AMC is known for.
Yeah.
But, yeah, because it's a comic book, and it's zombies, it has that mainstream, and so people... I see he says he liked the Daryl Carol episode, and most people thought it was slow.
Well, he just didn't think it was as bad as people thought. And I mean, maybe we're being too hard on it, but I just think it was... I don't think we felt like it was unnecessary, that's all.
We just kind of didn't even talk about it.
Yeah, we really
did a zombie trivia game and just went to the
was there? That's what I mean, because what was there to talk about?
There was nothing to talk. They didn't do much.
We basically, could talk about that in 10 minutes.
We could have done it for this episode, too, just say the main 3 things, but, you know...
yeah, I guess. This one was better. I liked this one much better. Oh, we didn't even talk about the priest escaping.
Oh, yeah.
The priest escapes.
Steps on a nail.
Yeah, what's he up to?
Yeah, and then he's attacked by a zombie in the woods. I don't know where he's trying to go. And then one of the things I thought that was interesting was he steps on the nail, and then he pulls the nail out, and he looks at it for a second. And I was thinking, well, you're a priest. Wouldn't you think that that's a sign from God saying you shouldn't be leaving? Like, it's a sign, like, God put this nail here for me to step on because he's trying to send me a sign, don't go.
Like the
you know what I mean? To stop me.
Like a nail through the foot?
No, I'm just saying, when I saw it, I thought that's what he was going to think. But instead, he's like, oh, shit, man, I stepped on a nail. Well, fuck it, I'm leaving.
Was there any tension or suspense when he was reaching for the machete? And
I thought he was going to take a swing. Part of me thought that.
Yeah, they were trying to do something like that. Right?
Also, Carl was being such an annoying, like, know-it-all douche. He was like,
that's new. That's a new character trait.
He is like, Oh, good pick. Oh, you're not holding it right, though. Yeah, he just picked it up 2 seconds ago. He didn't, say, yeah, I'm going to practice now. It's like, you're not holding it right. You want to get a good down angle, because the skulls aren't always soft. I was like, oh, my God, Carl. Stop trying to be your dad.
Amazing Larry says...
This was another slow burn episode, according to fans defending the pacing and drudgery of the plot. You know what else is a slow burn? Gonorrhea. I feel like this whole whole hospital scenario is the new Herschel's Farm.
Yeah, I hate Herschel's
Oh,
Farm.
yeah, you missed Herschel's Farm, Oxnard.
Good, lucky for him.
Although I did like hearing Herschel pronounce his WHs. What? Where? Rick? What are you talking
Should have
about,
gave him
Rick?
a whistle.
Oh yeah, with the S's. Well, that's more like a Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey should be in Walking Dead. Matthew McConaughey as Herschel.
Just drives around in a car,
All right, Rick.
having an inner monologue.
Yeah, he's just talking about how we're just a waste of space in the stars. We should not even be having sex or procreating. We should all just die. But the truth is, this episode beat Sunday Night Football in ratings, and was the third consecutive week The Walking Dead had done so. Millions of people will watch this show no matter how poorly they develop the story, which pretty much guarantees we can expect it to get a whole lot dumber as time goes on. Walking Dead random thought. I wonder what is happening on all the ships that were out to sea during the initial zombie outbreak.
So you were talking about a spin-off that's happening with The Walking Dead?
Ooh,
Now imagine
that would be good.
Walking Dead at sea.
Yes.
That would be really good.
With, pirate ships.
No, with,
Somali pirates?
Disney Cruise Line.
Yeah, all the cruise ships.
Oh my God! Like the people in the costumes are zombies.
At least start the spin-off like that.
Yeah.
And then, maybe... they get on a lifeboat and they go to, some random part of the world, like some islands in the Galapagos or... Yeah.
I like it.
Galapagos.
Or, to Australia and then,
See, I agree. That would be awesome. I was also because in the article that I was reading, it said it would just be a city somewhere else in the world. So I was hoping in my mind it would be somewhere that would be really scary to me if I was in this place to be in a zombie apocalypse, like Tokyo, because it's so densely populated.
yeah.
Or India or China, because
high
in
density.
areas where because the populations there are so dense.
What about
it would be
Alaska?
insane.
Arctic?
Maybe could work, like a 30 days a night scenario.
Sweden or something?
Ooh, then you'd have people talking like this. There is a rotter coming into the house.
They wouldn't call him rotters.
I will kill him with my axe.
Sven, hand it to me.
Yeah.
Doody.
Mr. Gunderson.
The point is, I have a bad feeling the spinoff is just going to be this show, but with different characters.
They're in Savannah, Georgia, instead of Atlanta.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's 3
I
miles
reckon
away.
there's strange behavior
Do it in
happening.
Canada. Canada would be funny.
Oh, hello, eh?
Canada's untouched.
I'm not feeling good, eh?
That'd be awesome.
Canada is probably the
Put
safest
in
place
some
in the world
zombie
right now.
moose, zombie beavers.
Our government health care saved us.
Canada's doing perfectly fine. Turns out it's only
Everybody was treated.
only the United States is the only country in the world that's affected.
They think the rest of the world is quarantined off. It's
Yeah.
an Escape from New York scenario. There's just a giant wall
They just
around.
build a wall around it.
Yeah.
They fucked up.
They're all watching and laughing at us. Then Al Calloway responded, I wonder if ships were doomed because of close living quarters and the zombie learning curve. How long did it take for us to learn that everyone who dies turns zombie? I assume anyone at sea was screwed too. However, it would be good for the dictatorship to think about heading to sea for safety, now that they know what they're dealing with.
Wasn't that the end of
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah, they get
sure.
on Phil from
Right.
Modern Family's boat there.
Yeah.
And but they all die. My voice cracked.
They all died.
Oh,
guys,
it ended.
guys, that didn't work.
It ended. You didn't see him die.
I think. Oh,
It just ended.
maybe. Oh, okay. No, but they get on. Right. Well, they're attacked though at the
Right.
very end. Yeah, they think they're on a safe place, like a remote island. You know, it'd be really scary is if you're in Papua New Guinea or whatever. What's that island where the tribe is there and they the most remote
Isn't it New
tribe?
Guinea?
Is it New Guinea? And they have had the least contact with modern civilization
Maybe. I don't
And
know.
that would be weird. Like, it'd be weird to be, like, in the Amazon or something like that with a zombie apocalypse, I think.
Yeah.
Very scary. Because not only do you have to worry about... Like, in this show, we worry about the other people, because that's, like, a major enemy, especially later on after you've adjusted to the zombies. We talked about that. But what would be crazy is if, like, you have to survive in the jungle like that. That in itself is an extreme danger. That would be weird.
See, then I would want zombie animals.
Yeah, you'd have to have zombie animals because the jungle itself would have to be a zombie. Like
No,
zombie
not even-
orangutans?
You know what? Maybe you don't even need the zombie animals. You just need... Just the animals in general are already dangerous.
Right.
Look at like Apocalypto.
Yeah. With the fake puppet cat.
That was so fake at one point. When he's like attacked. It's like a guy, his hand is in like it's like a sock puppet.
Fidor from Space Ghost.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's like. It's exactly it. Because that was on TV the other day. I was watching it, and I was like, wow, this looks awesome with this fucking Puma man or whatever chasing him.
That Puma man.
The panther or the puma or whatever it is chasing, and it looks so cool. And then when it's killing the one guy, it's the fakest fucking looking thing I've ever seen.
Puppet.
My God.
That's very funny. All right,
Anyway.
the inventor. I'm not going to be doing the Scottish accent thing.
Oh, shit. Oh, you know what's really crazy, though? Because his comment, he said... Basically told you to go fuck yourself.
Well, I agree with him because after
Good for you, inventor.
because after we're done recording, I listened to it all, and I'm just like, this is so obnoxious.
I'm like laughing.
To
myself.
and the guy leaves good points, and by the end of it, it's like,
You're just trivializing.
Yeah,
this guy.
so
This
anyway.
guy, he hates you.
no, we love each other. We're good. Okay, please don't read this out in whatever accent you keep trying. I don't even know what I typed after you speak. LOL, if you want to know how I talk. No, I'm not going to attempt any accent. I'm not good with accents. Interesting
But
fact.
the Rory McCann thing, real quick.
Yep.
I looked up because I was like, oh, who's Rory McCann? Because I didn't realize the actor's name who plays the Hound was Rory McCann. That's who he's referencing.
Oh.
And I saw a video for his audition. It's fucking awesome.
Do they sound like...
No, but he's like talking, and he's like, "Oh, little girl, little bird." Little bird. And then all of a sudden, he just starts like shouting, and he looks like he's gonna fucking kill the casting director. Like, it was awesome. Anyway, go ahead.
Bunch of cunts. Interesting fact. He was only 6 foot tall when he left school at... Oh, he's still talking about the Hound?
Oh, I guess.
He was only He was around
yeah.
6 foot tall when he left school at 18, and again when I saw him at party 3 years later.
Wait, was he really in class?
Must have shot up at the frickish 6'7", something like that. That's what he says. He was in my class at school, and we both sound the same.
Wow, man, that's pretty cool.
All right, the inventor, you got
That's
hook us
awesome.
up.
Well, it is. I guess it's. I mean, how big is Scotland?
It's like 20 people max.
20. He's one
And they
of
were the
20.
only two guys in the class. It was the inventor and Rory McCann.
Right. The problem with the last few slower episodes is that they have come off the back of such great ones, packed with action such as the breakout of Terminus and the Cannibal Church Killings. Sounds like a good book, Cannibal Church Killings. I know it's all about balancing action against character story build-up, but I think the writers are being a wee bit guilty of stretching a 15-minute plot into a 41-minute episode. I agree. If it was a movie, I doubt Daryl and Carol would have been given 40-plus minutes to achieve their goal to find.
It's not that hard to just read.
No, it's just screen. Not enough happened for the viewer, not enough action, backstory, or new people introduced, etc.
Sounds like he gets so fed up reading the
I
comments.
know, he does.
Guy's still going on. He type more. Making me read.
Additionally,
So fed up.
great points made last week by you guys about the walkers being treated more like annoying vermin now that the apocalypse has been accepted by the group.
Yeah, that's right.
That was a
More
great point
great
you
points made by us.
How many points can we make?
At least one,
And are those great ones?
without a
Vigor?
single doubt.
There you go. Echo Argo.
This episode could have easily been done in about 20 minutes, and then dragging it on was mind-numbing at points. And here I was, thinking the Beth episode was going to be the worst of this season. But anyway, great review, as always, guys. And please put up the finale for D&D. I need more Pilkin in my life. Don't we all?
Yes, we do. I was thinking, can't you do a Pilkin podcast?
Oh, shit.
Just get in front of a mic and talk to yourself like Bill Burr for an hour. And do it once
talk about football.
The most annoying. It'd be the most annoying.
Just talk about
podcast.
just talk about sports and then do advertisements for weird flour and candy
I was
ordering
working
companies.
on a spell last night. It didn't go well.
Oh, today's advertisement is for proflowers.com.
Here's some more Pilkin.
Hey, ladies!
Cast a spell.
Al Calloway says,
The slow pace of the episode isn't what killed it. It's the fact that we didn't learn anything new. Since we knew Carol's fate, the episode itself is a flashback-filled other flashbacks. And none of them provided new information or perspective. Not even about her mental state.
across the sea.
I really liked the Beth episode because we finally got to see what Beth's experiences have taught her. I learned that Beth is observant, confident against authority figures, and able to use her weak appearance as cover. Carol's episode gave us nothing. I predicted Beth and Carol were gonna burn that place
Constipated on the toilet.
to the ground. 2 weeks ago, I was pumped like Hans and Franz. Now they're put it off so long, I don't even
We
care.
gotta read these faster. It seems like we read them like this. Well, thoughts on that comment?
Who's Hans and Franz?
I don't know. It
Interesting.
sounds like a...
Hans and Franz.
Well, the guy
it's
saw...
like I think it's like an SNL
qualities of Beth.
sketch.
Okay.
I think.
He makes a good point about the Beth episode.
Does he?
Yeah, because you get to learn like that Beth
I guess,
isn't
yeah.
is somewhat capable. You know, she doesn't just rely solely on Daryl and anyone else to help her through.
The next comment was Big Will 191919. In real life, the character who plays Beth is 29. Question, would you hit? Wives don't matter. I'm sure they don't listen to the show.
That is true. It does not listen.
Thoughts?
Finkel's on my shoulder.
Your wife is Finkel. Yeah, you and Pilkin and Finkel have always
There's
had
your
it.
there's more Pilkin
well-
in your life.
Well...
No is the answer.
Would you hit that boss?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Well,
I
that
feel
was
like her eyes would just be... She looks like a praying mantis. She'd rip
Boss,
your head off when
can
you're done.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
That was a trick question. She's really 14 years old.
You're
under
under
arrest.
arrest.
No, I would not.
I regret nothing.
I would not hit that.
I'm sure she's very nice,
Yeah, go ahead.
but no.
It's all right.
She seems way too young. She seems much younger than 29.
Yeah,
I'm shocked by that, actually.
Yeah, I need like a nice old lady.
She seems like a very kind of, she seems very, very much like a teenager.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, and that was it. Oh, okay. Well,
See, we weren't taking too long reading the comments.
yeah, so to wrap it up, we're going to be taking a break from Walking Dead after next week. So
Yeah, because the show will be taking a break, so.
And when's
Really?
Game of Thrones come back?
Yeah, probably end of March or beginning of April.
Yeah, I remember
usually when it's
last
back.
year was
March
a
31st
week
or
after the
something.
finale of Walking Dead.
Oh,
Game of
okay,
Thrones
yeah, it
started.
might have been, yeah. Yeah, I don't. Walking Dead usually takes a break. They go on. This is the mid-season finale next week, so they'll be back in February probably. I think that's usually when it is, and then we'll continue then. But next week's the last one.
I hope it's good. I hope it's a thrilling, nonstop roller coaster ride. I don't need constant gore and action. I just need
Things to happen.
things to happen. Like
Yeah.
I get
reveals, tenseness,
like Game of Thrones.
Tits.
power tossing.
Throw a titty in there.
Game of Thrones is all about like people talking to each other for extended periods of time and stuff, but it means something. These people are in power. Like there's a power play. Who's fooling who? This is just like let's.
I found a yo-yo.
yeah, right.
I don't want to drink water.
Eugene needs shade.
Yeah.
Oh, Eugene, Doritos, quick.
So,
Mullet. Yeah, give me a break. It's like extreme lulls and then just constant killing. It's like always one or the other.
I was falling
which
asleep.
I guess is what they're living, but it's not good television.
all right.
it
So
wasn't.
that was episode Crossed. Next week's episode is called Coda. Any predictions of what the hell that could mean?
Maybe
The Zeppelin album?
Coda is maybe a bear named Coda.
I'm anticipating a Zeppelin song.
giant bear.
What do you base that on?
It sounds like a bear name. Coda.
Coda's a bear. That's the whole episode. It's all through the eyes
Come
of
out,
Coda.
Coda, defend us! Defend the hospital!
A strange bearded man comes out of nowhere. Get them, Coda! And he just watches. Yeah, that's it, girl.
That was the other thing at the end of this episode. There was that kind of music that sounded like the
Yeah.
end of The Lion King or something.
Yeah.
Like,
And then like Abraham, like Eugene's awake, and he slowly, the bloody hand, like pulls up the bottle of water.
what was the significance of that? Should I have felt
drinking.
something?
He's gonna be okay.
He's gonna hydrate.
He's gonna punch him
He'll
again.
be peeing in 2 hours.
yeah. He's like, he's awake. I gotta hydrate so I have enough energy to knock him back out.
All right. Well, look forward to next week.
Follow us on Twitter. I'm at STS Dexter.
SDS Oxnard.
Tell your friends to subscribe.
And have a very happy Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, have a great Thanksgiving. Eat a lot of turkey.
Travel safe if you have to travel.
What if they live in England and don't have Thanksgiving?
Well, I'm sure they
have
get
a
together.
happy fucking Thanksgiving anyway. I don't give a shit.
Eat a goose. I don't know. Does Canada have Thanksgiving?
I don't know. We don't even. I think.
I know nothing about other countries.
I think that.
Are we really this
I think
stupid?
that a lot of people have Thanksgiving. I mean, does it matter? Because whatever Thanksgiving was supposed to represent when it first
It's an
started in
American
this
holiday.
country, it doesn't matter anymore. It's just a day to eat, come together as a family, and then shop.
That's true.
It's basically just like to me, it's like a shop. It's the beginning of the holiday
You
season.
gotta go
'cause
through all the
shopping.
catalogs and look at all the deals.
Yeah, and you gotta trample some people at Walmart. Trying
I don't
to
go
get
anywhere.
PS4. I went to a place one time when I got PS3 a few years ago, and it was like, oh, I gotta get there early. The store opened at like 6:30 in the morning. I was the only person there,
Wow.
so it was pretty nice.
All right, works out. All right, so everyone take care.
Bye.
Happy trails.
See you around.